Our planet is brimming with hidden energy. Beneath the surface there lies a tremendous source of power that has been quietly fueling the Earth for millions of years. This energy is not only abundant but also incredibly potent, capable of driving significant advancements in how we harness power. We call this geothermal energy. It's a powerful force that emanates from the Earth's core, manifesting in various natural phenomena like hot springs, geysers, and volcanic activity. These natural displays are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the potential of geothermal energy. Geothermal energy, along with wind and solar, forms a trio of renewable energy sources that can help us move towards a greener future. By integrating these sources, we can create a more sustainable and resilient energy grid that reduces our reliance on fossil fuels. Imagine the Earth's core as a giant furnace, constantly generating heat through the process of radioactive decay. This immense heat is stored in the Earth's interior and slowly radiates outward, warming the surrounding rock and water. It's fueled by radioactive decay. This heat radiates outwards, creating a vast reservoir of thermal energy that we can tap into. The process is continuous, ensuring a steady supply of heat that can be converted into electricity. It warms underground reservoirs of water and steam. These reservoirs can be accessed by drilling wells, allowing us to harness the steam and hot water to generate electricity or provide direct heating. We can tap into this heat through advanced engineering techniques. By drilling deep into the earth, we can reach these hot reservoirs and bring the steam to the surface, where it can be used to drive turbines and generate power. We can use it as a clean and sustainable energy source. Geothermal power plants operate with minimal environmental impact, providing a reliable and constant source of energy that doesn't depend on weather conditions. Geothermal energy is a renewable resource. Unlike fossil fuels, which are finite and contribute to environmental degradation, geothermal energy is sustainable and can be replenished naturally over time. It means it won't run out like fossil fuels. It's also environmentally friendly. By reducing our dependence on coal, oil, and natural gas, we can significantly cut down on greenhouse gas emissions and combat climate change. Geothermal power plants have low emissions. They produce a fraction of the carbon dioxide and other pollutants compared to traditional fossil fuel power plants, making them a cleaner alternative for energy production. It's a win-win for our planet. By embracing geothermal energy, we can protect our environment, ensure a sustainable energy future, and enjoy the benefits of a cleaner, healthier planet for generations to come. Deep beneath the surface, there are pockets of intensely hot water and steam. These are geothermal reservoirs. We can access this heat by drilling wells. Think of it like tapping into a giant underground boiler. For direct heating, hot water is pumped up from the reservoir. This water can heat buildings or even entire greenhouses. It's efficient and cost-effective. For electricity generation, it's a bit more involved. We use the steam from the reservoir to spin turbines. These turbines power generators, and these generators produce electricity. There are different types of geothermal systems. These systems are designed to capture the Earth's natural heat and convert it into usable energy. Geothermal energy is a sustainable and renewable resource that can provide a constant power supply, unlike solar or wind energy, which can be intermittent. By tapping into the Earth's internal heat, we can generate electricity in an environmentally friendly way. Each geothermal system uses a slightly different method to capture the Earth's heat. The choice of system depends on the geological conditions and the specific energy needs of the area. These methods vary in complexity and efficiency, but all aim to harness the thermal energy stored beneath the Earth's surface. One of the most straightforward methods is called dry steam. This type of geothermal system directly uses steam from underground reservoirs to turn turbines and generate electricity. This is the simplest type of geothermal power plant. It uses steam directly from the reservoir to power turbines. The steam is piped from the underground reservoir directly to the power plant, where it drives the turbine generator. This method is highly efficient but requires specific geological conditions such as the presence of naturally occurring steam reservoirs. Another type of geothermal system is flash steam. This method is more complex than dry steam but can be used in a wider range of geological conditions. In a flash steam system, hot water is pumped up from the geothermal reservoir under high pressure. This water is typically at temperatures above 182 degrees Celsius, 360 degrees Fahrenheit. The pressure is suddenly released as the hot water reaches the surface. This rapid pressure drop causes the water to vaporize or flash into steam. This flashing process converts a portion of the hot water into steam, which can then be used to drive turbines and generate electricity. The remaining water is often re-injected back into the earth to sustain the reservoir. The steam produced in a flash steam system drives the turbines in a similar manner to the dry steam system. However, the flash steam method allows for the use of geothermal resources that are not hot enough to produce dry steam directly. The last type of geothermal system is known as a binary cycle system. This method is unique because it uses a secondary fluid with a lower boiling point than water. In a binary cycle system, the hot geothermal water heats this secondary fluid through a heat exchanger. The secondary fluid, which could be an organic compound like isobutane or pentane, vaporizes at a lower temperature than water. The hot geothermal water transfers its heat to the secondary fluid, causing it to vaporize. This process occurs in a closed-loop system, which means the geothermal water and the secondary fluid do not mix. The vaporized secondary fluid then drives the turbines to generate electricity. After passing through the turbine, the vapor is condensed back into a liquid and reused in the heat exchanger. This system is highly efficient and can utilize lower-temperature geothermal resources, making it versatile and widely applicable. Geothermal energy has many advantages. It's a renewable resource that harnesses the natural heat from within the earth. This heat is continuously produced by the decay of radioactive materials in the Earth's core, making it an inexhaustible source of energy. Unlike fossil fuels, which are finite and depleting, geothermal energy is sustainable and can be relied upon for generations to come. The Earth continuously replenishes the heat in the reservoirs. This natural process ensures that the geothermal reservoirs remain hot and capable of producing energy. The heat from the Earth's core travels upwards, heating rocks and water trapped in underground reservoirs. This heat can be tapped into and converted into electricity or used directly for heating purposes. We won't run out of geothermal energy like we will with fossil fuels. Fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas are being consumed at an alarming rate, leading to concerns about their availability in the future. In contrast, geothermal energy is abundant and will not run out, providing a stable and long-term energy solution. It's also a clean energy source. Geothermal power plants have a minimal environmental footprint compared to traditional power plants. They do not involve the burning of fossil fuels, which means they do not produce harmful emissions such as carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, or nitrogen oxides. This makes geothermal energy a much cleaner alternative. Geothermal power plants produce very low greenhouse gas emissions. The steam released from geothermal plants is primarily water vapor, which has a negligible impact on the environment. This is in stark contrast to fossil fuel power plants, which are major contributors to air pollution and global warming. They don't burn fossil fuels. Instead, they utilize the Earth's natural heat, which is a clean and efficient way to generate energy. This process significantly reduces the carbon footprint and helps in the fight against climate change. This makes them much cleaner than traditional power plants. Traditional power plants rely on the combustion of fossil fuels, which releases a significant amount of pollutants into the atmosphere. Geothermal plants, on the other hand, offer a cleaner and more sustainable alternative. Geothermal energy is also reliable. Unlike other renewable energy sources such as solar and wind, which are dependent on weather conditions, geothermal energy is available all year round. This makes it a dependable source of energy that can meet the continuous demand for electricity. Unlike solar and wind energy, it's not dependent on the weather. Solar panels require sunlight to generate electricity, and wind turbines need wind to operate. Geothermal power plants, however, can function regardless of weather conditions, providing a stable and uninterrupted supply of energy. Geothermal power plants can operate 24/7. They are capable of producing energy continuously, day and night throughout the year. This round-the-clock operation ensures a consistent and reliable energy supply, which is crucial for meeting the energy needs of modern society. They provide a consistent and reliable source of energy. With their ability to generate power continuously and their minimal environmental impact, geothermal power plants are a vital component of a sustainable energy future. They offer a promising solution to the world's growing energy demands while helping to protect the planet. Section 5. Location. However, geothermal energy does have its limitations. One of the main drawbacks is its location dependency. We can't just build a geothermal power plant anywhere. We need to be in areas with suitable geological conditions. These areas are often found along tectonic plate boundaries. These are places where the Earth's crust is thinner. Think of places like Iceland or Japan. Unfortunately, not all countries have access to such locations. This limits the widespread adoption of geothermal energy. Section 6. Geothermal's environmental footprint. While generally considered clean, geothermal energy isn't entirely without environmental impact. Geothermal power plants require drilling into the earth. This can cause some disturbance to the surrounding environment. There's also the potential for land subsidence. This is when the ground sinks due to the removal of geothermal fluids. However, proper management and monitoring can mitigate these risks. It's all about finding a balance between energy production and environmental protection. Section 7. Always-on geothermal versus sun and wind. Renewable energy is often touted as the way forward. But not all renewable energy sources are created equal. Solar and wind energy are intermittent. They depend on the weather. The sun doesn't always shine and the wind doesn't always blow. Geothermal energy, on the other hand, is always available. It doesn't rely on the weather. This makes it a more reliable source of baseload power. Baseload power is the minimum amount of electricity a grid needs to function at all times. Section 8. Iceland, a geothermal pioneer. Iceland is a shining example of how to utilize geothermal energy effectively. They've been using geothermal energy for centuries. Today, almost all of Iceland's electricity comes from renewable sources, and a large portion of that is geothermal. Iceland has shown the world that it's possible to power a nation with clean and sustainable energy. They've become a model for other countries looking to transition to a greener future. Section 9. Geothermal, a powerful key to a sustainable future. Geothermal energy holds immense potential as a sustainable power source. It's clean, renewable, and reliable. While it has its limitations, the benefits far outweigh the drawbacks. As we move towards a future powered by renewable energy, geothermal energy will play a crucial role. It's time to tap into the Earth's hidden powerhouse and unlock a cleaner and more sustainable future.